Hello all, welcome back to Learning Partner. If you are new, please do subscribe. This is another channel where you can directly connect with me. We have around 1000 plus members already who are working. We take live coding sessions and everything. To just get notified about those sessions, please do join this group and check out this website also where you can find so many project ideas with live version, proper flow, diagram and APIs and documentation and all. Now let's start with the video. So this is the third episode of ReactJS tutorial. So till now, what we have seen is like how do we create the project? What are the files we have in the project? What are its importance and everything? How ReactJS project actually run? What is the first file which it get executed and everything, the basic thing we have seen. Now, in every episode, we will be covering one topic or a short topic, whatever it is possible, we will try to cover. So in this episode, we will be talking about components. What is component, types of components we have in React, how to create component, how to render a component. So these are the things we are going to see now. So first question, like what is component? So in React, everything, let's say, forget about React on, just consider a normal web application. So let's say you are trying to create a web application where there are at least 4 to 5 pages. Let's say we are talking about a website. So home page will be there, about page will be there, contact page will be there, again, services page will be there, some kind of pages will be there. So what we do, each page will have a specific HTML page, physical HTML page we will be creating. And in all the pages, we will have navbar, and from one page to another page, we will navigate. So physical pages will be there, but it's a single page application, React. So in React, if we have to create that pages, so just for now, okay, this is not a actual understanding, but for now, just consider component as a page. Okay, so consider component as a page. Let's say you want to create a new page. So what you will be doing? You will be creating a new component like that. Fine. So now, as a theoretical definition, if you see what is component, component is nothing but a function which is responsible to return some HTML code. Fine. Now, before starting, in previous episode also I have explained, you can install this extension. Just click on the extension. If you are using Visual Studio Code, go to extension, search this extension, ReactJS code snippet over here in the search box. Over here, I have already installed, so you can see uninstall button is there. So if you don't have it installed, you will get an install button. Just click on that, it will be installed. So this is the first thing. Now, in last episode also, I have created one component, but again, I will be repeating. So what I have done, I have just created a simple folder. Inside that folder, I had created employee.js component. Again, I will create. So in component, now why I have created a folder? I can create the component in SRC folder also, but just to separate out the files, we are creating a folder. Fine. So now in this component folder, I will create a file. Let's say teacher.js. Now, whenever you are naming a file for the component, whenever you are creating a file for the component, make sure first letter is capital. Fine. So first letter should be capital. It's a normal JS file we are creating. Enter. Now here, there are two ways. Either you can, by the use of that extension, you can create the component, or you can just normally create a arrow function and export that function. That's it. That is also you can do. So now I'm going to make use of that extension. So you have to type RSC. So here you can see it will be React stateless component. So if I click over here, so you can see we get a component. So again, it's a normal arrow function, but this function is going to return HTML, right? And this function we are exporting, export default teacher, whatever the function name we have. So this is your plain component. Now, coming back to the story. So this is component, but in React, there are two types of component. First, there was a class-based component. Now we have functional component. So when React was in the initial version, only class-based component were there. Means export class, the normal class, what do we write in JavaScript now? We used to create component like that. But there was so many issues with the class-based component, then they came up with the functional component, which is arrow function. Fine. It's not like just you can create an arrow function, normal function also create. It's just function. It's not a class, it's a function component. So that's why we called it as a functional component. Now, if we consider let's say the project which was started very earlier. So it will have class-based component. Whatever the topics you know or you are going to study will be same. Just some part will be different in case of class-based and the functional component. In functional component, we have hook. In class-based component, we have certain different hook, page lifecycle event, what we call it. But remaining topics like how do we make the API call, how do we render the data, how do we create the form validation, everything will be same. But just some things will be different. Fine. Again, we are going to take that also. But class-based component, we will take it at the last. Because if we consider a market, so 90% or 95% projects are with the functional component only. The projects who are which was started very earlier, and those project now it is not possible to convert into new version. They are only in the class based component. So just for interview purpose, you should be aware about the class based also, but majorly it is functional only now. Fine. So all the topics and everything we are going to cover with the functional component. But once everything is done, then I will be explaining class-based component. So like you should be aware like what difference it is there in case of class-based. Fine. So this covers like what is the type of component we have. Then how do we create a component? So already I explained like component is nothing but a function, but that function should return an HTML and that function should be exported. Then only we can use this function anywhere else. Now the last point is how do we render a component? So whenever you create the project, app component is your parent component. Fine. So now in app component, so this is the H1. After that, what I will do, I will try to render this teacher component. So how do we render? So now you can see from teacher component, we are exporting this function. Now here I can write that teacher component function name as a HTML tag. So you can see if I write teacher, so it is suggesting also. Once I select this, it will add the import also. Just pay attention. See, import has been added automatically. Now I can close it. Now currently we don't have any HTML over here. So let's add a p tag. This is from teacher page. Fine. Let's save and check. Localhost 30. So now you can see after H1 tag. Now this H1 tag, welcome to ReactJS tutorial, is from app component, but this paragraph is coming from teacher component. Getting it? So this is how we render a component by using the function name and calling that function as a HTML tag. We again add one more component that is employee. So let's render that also. After the teacher, I will add a BR tag. And after the BR tag, I will render employee component. So again, if I start writing employee, see, it is suggesting the import also from component, then employee. If I select this, import will be automatically added. Now there are two ways. Either you can render a component as a self-closing bracket, or you can have an extra closing bracket also. Both are fine. Let's save. Now here you can see welcome to employee page is coming. So this is a template which is getting rendered from employee component, and this is the template which is getting rendered from teacher component. Understood? So this is how we create multiple component, and this is how we render the component. Currently, we didn't implement the routing and everything. That's why I'm rendering like that. Fine. Now, one more thing about component. In React, in functional component or in the class-based component also, we can have only one parent div. Means we cannot have any element outside this. Let me write H1. So see, here only it is giving us error. So we can have only one parent element. We cannot have two parents. This is like one more element, right? Everything should be wrapped inside this single parent only. We cannot have two parent. Only one parent element will be there. All your HTML code should go inside the parent element. This is one more rule. So first is like when you are creating a component, first letter should be capital, and you should have only one parent element. Otherwise, you will get the error here only. That are the rules. Fine. So that is everything for related to components. We will again in next episode we will be covering like how do we create variable, what then we will use state hook and everything. We will see events, how do we write event, everything topic by topic we will go. फाइन. नाउ आई विल स्टार्ट इट इन हिंदी नाउ. सो कंपोनेंट, कंपोनेंट को फिलहाल ऐसे कंसिडर करो कि इट्स जस्ट लाइक अ पेज. अगर आपको वेब एप्लीकेशन क्रिएट करना है, अगर आपको जावास्क्रिप्ट और एचटीएमएल पता है, तो हर, अगर आप मल्टीपल पेजेस, अलग अलग पेज क्रिएट करना चाहते हो, तो आप नॉर्मल एचटीएमएल पेजेस अलग अलग क्रिएट करते हो, फिजिकल पेजेस, राइट. उस पेज का कंटेंट, उस पेज का यूआई आप उस पेज में रखते हो. जस्ट लाइक दैट कंसिडर करो रिएक्ट में कंपोनेंट. अगर आपको नया पेज क्रिएट करना, तो व्हाट यू विल बी डूइंग, आप नया कंपोनेंट क्रिएट करोगे. और ये जस्ट अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए है, ऐसा डेफिनेशन नहीं है, बट जस्ट अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए मैं ये बता रहा हूँ कि ऐसा कंसिडर करो कि कंपोनेंट इज कंपेयर टू और इक्विवेलेंट टू अ पेज. ठीक है. नाउ व्हाट इज कंपोनेंट? सो कंपोनेंट एक नथिंग बट एन एरो फंक्शन है. अगर आपने देखा ये टीचर कंपोनेंट में, देखो एक एरो फंक्शन है, सिर्फ ये फंक्शन को हम क्या कर रहे हैं, एक्सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं. एम्प्लॉय कंपोनेंट ये भी फंक्शन है, सिर्फ एक्सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं. ऐप फंक्शन ये भी नॉर्मल फंक्शन और एक्सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं. सो कंपोनेंट इज अ नथिंग बट अ फंक्शन. हम फंक्शनल कंपोनेंट के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. फंक्शनल कंपोनेंट इज नथिंग बट अ फंक्शन विच विल रिटर्न एचटीएमएल कोड. ठीक है. हर फंक्शन में देखो क्या रिटर्न हो रहा है, एचटीएमएल कोड. अब ये जो एचटीएमएल जावास्क्रिप्ट में हम एचटीएमएल लिख पा रहे हैं, वो जेएसएक्स की वजह से. ये लास्ट वीडियो में मैंने कवर किया था. ठीक है. सो ये हमारे, और रिएक्ट में दो टाइप के कंपोनेंट है, क्लास बेस और फंक्शनल. सो क्लास बेस कंपोनेंट में एंडिंग में देखेंगे, बट मोस्टली हम फंक्शनल कंपोनेंट ही यूज करते हैं. सो दैट विल बी टाइप ऑफ कंपोनेंट. कंपोनेंट क्रिएट कैसे करेंगे, नॉर्मल जेएस फाइल क्रिएट करो. अगर आपने एक्सटेंशन यूज किया है, ये इंप्लीमेंट किया है, इंस्टॉल किया है, तो आरएससी टाइप करो जेएस फाइल में, आपका कंपोनेंट क्रिएट हो जाएगा. या फिर नॉर्मल फंक्शन, एरो फंक्शन ये तो राइट कर सकते हो, बट उसको डिफॉल्टली एक्सपोर्ट करो, दैट्स इट. अब इसको रेंडर कैसे करते हैं, जैसे हमारा ऐप डॉट जेएस, ये क्या है, हमारा पैरेंट कंपोनेंट, ये बाय डिफॉल्ट रन होता है. सो ऐप कंपोनेंट में मैंने क्या करूंगा, ऐसे हम रेंडर कर सकते. बट जो कंपोनेंट आप यूज कर रहे हो रेंडर करने के लिए, उसका इंपोर्ट यहाँ पे होना जरूरी है. अगर ये इंपोर्ट नहीं है, लेट्स से मैं ये एम्प्लॉय रिमूव कर देता हूँ, तो देखो यहाँ पे एरर आ जाएगा. बिकॉज एम्प्लॉय क्या है, ये उसको कैसे समझेगा. सो इंपोर्ट जरूरी है. ठीक है. सो दिस इज एवरीथिंग अबाउट कंपोनेंट. और कंपोनेंट में हमेशा एक ही पैरेंट ड्यू रहेगा. वी कैन नॉट हैव मल्टीपल पैरेंट ड्यू, ओनली एक एचटीएमएल पैरेंट ड्यू रहेगा, उसी के अंदर अपना पूरा एचटीएमएल का कोड रहेगा. ठीक है. सो दिस इज एवरीथिंग अबाउट कंपोनेंट. नेक्स्ट वीडियो में हम आगे का वेरिएबल डिक्लेरेशन, वेरिएबल कैसे क्रिएट करते हैं, फंक्शन कैसे क्रिएट करते हैं, सारी चीजें स्टेप बाय स्टेप देखेंगे. इफ यू आर न्यू, प्लीज डू लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब. थैंक यू.